I'm in Texas on a journey of discovery, looking for the Illuminati, the secret society bent on world domination. I've been told that for well over 200 years it's been furtively infiltrating some of the most powerful organizations on the planet. Even other secret organizations, like Skull and Bones.
Skull and Bones was founded in 1832 by the Illuminati, and it was founded to help put somebody in the presidency to help take over the United States.
Skull and Bones, founded at Yale, one of America's finest universities, is one of the most notorious secret societies in America. Its members are the richest of the rich.
They select 15 rising juniors. But think of that, 15 young men, chosen not because of their talents, although they may have some, but because of wealth, because of dynasty.
Alexandra Robbins, a Yale graduate, has investigated Skull and Bones and interrogated over 100 of its members. Two of the most prominent Skull and Bones graduates are George W. Bush and John F. Kerry. Both have undergone its unusual initiation ceremony at its headquarters, the Tomb.
You were both in Skull and Bones, the secret society.
It's so secret we can't talk about it.
What does that mean for America? The conspiracy theorists are going to go
I'm
wild.
sure they are. I don't know. I haven't seen the web.
Number 322?
First of all, he's not the nominee. And, look, I look forward...
Are you prepared to lose?
No, I'm not going to lose.
You both were members of Skull and Bones, a secret society at Yale. What does that tell us? Not much, because it's a secret. Is there a secret handshake? Is there a secret code? I wish there were something secret I could manifest. 322, secret number? There are all kinds of secrets, Tim, but one thing is not a secret. I disagree with this president's direction.
And after summer vacation, when the 15 new members come back as seniors, fully clothed and standing upright in front of a painting of a woman, each new member must recount his or her entire sexual history. And it spawned legions of leaders in all sorts of fields, including 3 presidents of the United States, scores of senators, cabinet members, congressmen.
They have names like Magog and Gog and Beelzebub. They actually have devilish names.
So it's a secret society, and it's a satanic secret society. They even admit that they eat off Hitler's silverware and have Nazi flags and things in the tomb, and war is on the wall in huge letters. And they collect body parts and do strange rituals in the coffins.
They do what? They collect body parts?
That's right. They've had, they've done some grave robbing, haven't they? It's all admitted.
Why do they do that? I mean, what's the thing with the body parts?
It's like totems of power. They believe it gives them power. And it's kind of the whole death motif. It's kind of necrophilic. They're sick.
But Skull and Bones may be even more sinister than a mere society of body part collectors. I may be getting closer to the Illuminati.
There has been investigations of Skull and Bones, and what they find out is that was brought to this country from Germany, and that it is actually known as Chapter 322. And it appears to be an Illuminati cell.
Well, so far so good.
The Illuminati transcends political lines and religious lines, and therefore it's really hard to point the finger at any particular person or any particular group and say, this is the Illuminati at work.
Well, that certainly seems to be true. But then I remember something that Galen Ross had shown me back in Austin.
Thanks. So what are you working on?
It was a bit of a breakthrough.
Well, the current book that I'm working on...
Galen told me that he'd come into possession of a document that proved the Illuminati's existence beyond doubt.
This is like a full-on command center.
Yes. Now, I do have evidence that there is an official Illuminati organization.
So this is actual evidence of the Illuminati?
That's correct. And this I got from a friend who has the actual document, and he ran me a copy of it. This is a membership certificate of this person named Higgins that was made a lifetime member.
Illuminati, a recognition of the divine brotherhood, objects, the discovery, accumulation, and diffusion of knowledge. It's really worth having.
Yeah, if you're a member of that, it opens the doors to you to as much as your imagination will allow.
At last, I've seen some evidence of the Illuminati's existence, even if it is just a slightly poor photocopy. And now I'm told of another place where the Illuminati meet up. It sounds like a sort of Illuminati holiday camp. Bohemian Grove. What is Bohemian Grove? Well, it's an annual gathering of some of the most powerful men in the world, in the middle of a forest in California. It's media tycoons, captains of industry, presidents of the United States, that sort of person. And just like Skull and Bones, the whole thing is shrouded in secrecy and mystery.
High-level members of the Illuminati, of the elite, of the global crime syndicate, meet with lower-level members, and basically it's like a corporate crime seminar. They are there planning the course of the world.
In July of 2000, Alex Jones smuggled himself into Bohemian Grove.
All the evidence is right here, exposing the Illuminati, their different allied organizations. It's all on the website. This is George W. Bush and his father giving speeches. And then here's Richard Nixon. And here you have President Jimmy Carter.
It's at Bohemian Grove that Alex Jones insists the Illuminati hatch their plots.
It's how to set up the world government, what they're going to do, what their plans are.
Under the gaze of a giant concrete owl called Molech, Alex Jones secretly photographed the mock human sacrifice that launches every gathering.
This is a shot of the high priest right here over the flame with the people in their black and red robes. There are a bunch of different rituals that they do, and they're inducting a member in a mock human sacrifice. And
where's the giant concrete owl?
Molech.
Molech.
Right here. You see the owl right there, and it was quite chilling, though. I can assure you. If your neighbor was doing simulated sacrifices in their backyard, was worshiping Molech and doing a mock human sacrifice of a child, would you let that neighbor walk your dog? Would you let that neighbor babysit your child? Would you let that neighbor run your country? We're talking to David Gergen, and he has advised several presidents and, of course, has written quite a few books and is a, I would call you a political pundit or researcher?
Commentary at Over the Hill, whatever.
Okay. I read a Washington Times article many years ago where you had a comment about the organization, and then now it's been in the Wall Street Journal, it's been in a lot of different newspapers, and that's the Bohemian Grove. And back in, what was it, 1996, when you joined as a Clinton advisor, the Republicans were criticizing you. Oh, what about Bohemian Grove? And then you countered them by saying, "Hey, I don't run around in the woods naked." What did that mean? Here is the before-mentioned Washington Times article where he said, "I didn't run around naked like they do."
I don't know what quote you're referring to. I'm not aware of any quote like that. Listen, I am a happy member of the Bohemian Grove. I like the folks who come there, and it's really inappropriate for me to talk about the group beyond that. Thank you.
Have you been there for the ceremony with the cremation of care?
Frankly, I don't think that's something I need to talk to you about.
Great owl of Bohemia, we thank thee for thy adjuration.
Have you been there for the ceremony with the cremation of care?
Frankly, I don't think that's something I need to talk to you about.
Really?
That's right.
Well, I'm Alex Jones, and I snuck in there in 2000. I'm the guy that blew it wide open and got the video.